aitah for deleting a TikTok on my sister's phone while she was asleep. I know what I did sounds bad. It was bad, technically. Snooping through someone's phone, touching what isn't mine, and deleting something she made. But if you knew what was in that TikTok, if you knew what she was planning to post, you might think twice before calling me the villain. It started around midnight on a Saturday. My sister Mia had fallen asleep on the couch with her phone still glowing faintly in her hand. I was just passing by to grab water when I heard her voice coming from the phone speaker. Soft, slurred, but angry. I glanced at the screen and saw the TikTok editing app open. A half-finished video with captions and dramatic music overlaying a slideshow of family photos. My stomach dropped when I saw the title, "The Truth About My Fake Family." At first, I thought it was some dumb trend or a joke, but then the images started. Photos of me, of our mom, of my stepdad, all with little captions like they pretended to love me and they chose him over me. Then a clip of her crying, saying, "If I disappear, this is why." I froze. The video was set to post automatically at 6 a.m. the next morning. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it might wake her. Mia has always been dramatic, emotional, impulsive, and obsessed with social media validation. But this was different. It wasn't just venting. It was public. It was a declaration, something meant to destroy reputations, to make people pick sides. And the part that terrified me most was that people would pick sides. Our family's been fragile since my mom remarried. Mia hates our stepdad, Sam, and she's never forgiven mom for replacing our real dad. I tried to stay neutral for years, but the fights kept getting worse. Therapy didn't help. Boundaries didn't hold. Mia started posting vague, sad videos last year, crying with captions about fake smiles and hidden abuse. People online started asking questions, and now she had evidence, twisted, edited evidence, and was about to share it with thousands of followers. I remember just standing there, staring at her sleeping form on the couch. She looked peaceful, almost childlike. For a moment, I felt guilty. Then I thought about mom, who had been crying in her room for days because Mia had said she was going to expose her. So I made a choice. I opened her TikTok drafts, found the video, and deleted it completely. Then I turned off the automatic upload settings so she couldn't accidentally post something else. While sleep scrolling, I told myself I'd confess in the morning, that I'd explain why, that maybe she'd understand. She didn't. When she woke up and saw the video was gone, she went ballistic, screaming, crying, accusing me of being jealous, controlling, manipulative, all the same words she'd used against mom. She said I'd silenced her voice, that I was part of the problem. Then she locked herself in her room and went live on TikTok, crying about how people can't stand when you tell the truth. Within an hour, her followers were flooding my DMs. People I didn't even know calling me a gaslighter, a control freak, and worse. Someone even doxed our address. Mom begged her to take the video down, but she refused. She said I'd provoked her. Now she barely talks to me. She moved in with our dad last week, saying she can't live in a house full of liars. And here I am, wondering if I crossed a line I can't come back from. I deleted the video because I thought I was protecting her from herself, from the internet, from the chaos she was about to unleash. But now I'm not sure if I protected anyone at all. Maybe I just proved her right, that none of us really listen, we just tried to control. Mom told me not to feel bad. She said, "You did what I wish I had the courage to do, but the guilt won't leave." I can still hear Mia's voice in my head saying, "You took away my story." And maybe I did. So aitah for deleting a TikTok that could have destroyed our family. Or was it never my right to decide what truth got to exist? Part 2, the fallout. For a few days after Mia left, the house was silent. Not peaceful, but hollow, like every sound had been sucked out of it. No late-night TV. No doors slamming. No sarcastic comments echoing down the hallway. Just the steady hum of the fridge and the sound of my mom crying quietly when she thought I couldn't hear. I tried to distract myself, school, work, friends, but my phone never stopped buzzing. Every time I opened TikTok, there she was. At My Truth, her new account. The first video she posted after moving out had a black and white filter, and that sad piano audio everyone uses when they talk about trauma. The caption read, "They say blood is thicker than water, but what if your blood tries to drown you?" Then, photos of our family again, me, mom, Sam. But this time, she'd blurred our faces. except for mine. Under my picture, the one who deleted the truth. The comments section was brutal. How dare they silence her? You did nothing wrong, Queen. Keep speaking your truth. Your sister sounds toxica. Cut her off for your own peace. Thousands of likes. Thousands. And then came the DMS. Some people told me to apologize. Others told me to die. One girl sent me a voice message calling me a soulless manipulator. It was insane. All because I deleted a stupid TikTok. But then she posted another one. This time she named me. She said, "My sister has always been the golden child, the quiet one, the one who pretends to be perfect. But perfect people don't steal your phone while you're asleep and erase your pain. They don't hide behind good intentions while they destroy your voice." And then, the video that shattered me. She showed screenshots, old text messages from me, ones ID sent in anger months ago during one of her breakdowns. ID said things like, "You're always playing the victim and maybe people would listen if you stopped making everything about you." Out of context, they looked cruel, heartless. But to the internet, context doesn't matter. Within a day, people were making stitch videos analyzing our family dynamic. Some claimed we'd emotionally abused Mia. Others said we were narcissists. One creator even made a body language breakdown video of my sister crying in a live stream, saying, "Notice how the tears start right when she mentions her sister. That's real trauma." Mom begged me to stay offline. Sam wanted to contact a lawyer, but I couldn't look away. Watching it all unfold was like watching a car crash, a slow-motion disaster you can't stop. Then, one night, Mia called. Her voice was shaking. "I didn't mean for it to go this far," she said. "But you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have touched my stuff." "I was trying to protect you," I said quietly. "You don't even know how much damage." She cut me off. "No, you were trying to protect yourself. You didn't like the way I made you look." Silence. Heavy, toxic silence. Then she whispered, "You always wanted to be the good one. Now look at you." And she hung up. After that, I blocked her number. Not out of anger, but because I couldn't keep watching her destroy both of us. For a while, it was quiet again. She kept posting, but the algorithm moved on, as it always does. New drama, new outrage. People forgot. Except, of course, we didn't. Mom finally reached out to her a few weeks later. They had a long conversation. Hours, maybe. Mom cried afterward, but she looked lighter, like something had shifted. "She's hurting," Mom said. "But I think she understands now." I wanted to believe that. I really did. Then, one morning, a letter showed up in the mail. Not an email, not a text, a handwritten letter in her messy handwriting. It said, "I forgive you, but I can't be around people who think my truth needs editing. Maybe one day you'll see I wasn't trying to ruin us. I was trying to make someone listen. No apology, no acknowledgement of what she did. Just that." I folded the letter and tucked it in a drawer. And for the first time in months, I didn't cry. Because here's what I've realized. Sometimes, people confuse attention with healing. They want to be seen so badly that they'll burn down every bridge to make the fire visible. And maybe I shouldn't have deleted that TikTok. Maybe I should have let her post it, let her scream into the void until the internet got bored. But I didn't, and I can't undo that. What I can do is make peace with the fact that in trying to protect her, I became her villain. Because in Mia's story, that's the only role she'll let me play. Part 3. When truth went viral, it's been almost 8 months since the TikTok war. And just when I thought the dust had settled, Mia found a new way to dig it all up again. It started with a text from an unknown number. "Hey, this is Aaron from Tell Your Truth Studios. Your sister mentioned you might want to give a statement for the documentary." My heart stopped. I called Mom right away. She sighed before I even asked. "Yes," she said, her voice tired. "It's real. Mia's doing it." Apparently, Mia had signed on to a streaming docuseries about toxic family systems and the silencing of daughters. They were filming her story, our story, for a 6-part series that was going to air in the fall. She said she wants to help people, Mom said quietly. Help people like her feel heard. I laughed. I couldn't help it. Help them by dragging us through hell again? Mom didn't answer. Later that week, I saw the trailer. It popped up on my For You page like a ghost. Mia sitting in a softly lit room, tears glistening. The interviewer asked, "If you could say one thing to your family, what would it be?" She looked at the camera. voice trembling. I'd say, "Stop pretending you love me if you only love the version of me that stays quiet." Cue dramatic music. Then, flashes of blurred family photos, our house, our backyard, the outline of me. The caption read, "Coming soon. Bloodlines, the stories families tried to erase." And just like that, everything I'd buried came roaring back. My phone blew up again. People asking, "Are you the sister?" Journalists messaging for your side. Even old classmates sending screenshots with comments like, "Didn't know your family was this messed up." I didn't answer anyone, but that didn't stop the theories. Reddit threads, TikTok breakdowns, people digging through old photos from my socials, comparing tattoos and furniture trying to confirm identities. Someone even found a picture from my graduation and claimed they recognized the set from the trailer. I didn't sleep for 3 days. Mom was furious but helpless. Sam wanted to sue, but Mia was careful this time. She never said names, never showed full faces, never crossed a legal line, just enough to make us look like monsters without technically saying who we were. And then the first episode aired. I watched it. I told myself I wouldn't, but I did. And I wish I hadn't. Because hearing your sister say on national television that you emotionally suffocated her, that you deleted her pain, it does something to you, something that doesn't heal. The footage wasn't new. It was stitched together from old TikToks, therapy clips, and voiceovers. But the story it told was clear. She was the wounded, brave survivor. We were the villains, the silent, polished manipulators who tried to shut her up. What broke me most was a clip of her crying, whispering. Sometimes I wonder if I'd still be alive if I hadn't fought back, as if we had ever done something that bad, as if we hadn't spent years trying to keep her alive. When the episode ended, I just sat there staring at my reflection in the black screen. For the first time, I didn't feel angry. I felt hollow. That night, I got a text from Mia. "You watched it, didn't you?" I told my story. That's all. You don't have to hate me for that. I didn't respond. Not for days. Then, one morning, I woke up to another text. Just a link to a YouTube video titled, "Exclusive, the other sister breaks her silence." I clicked it out of instinct. Heart pounding. It wasn't me. It was some random creator pretending to represent my side, using AI voiceovers and fake screenshots to dramatize what really happened. The comments were worse than before. Classic narcissistic sister energy. You can hear the manipulation in her fake apology. She's jealous her sister finally got attention, and that's when it hit me. I didn't even exist to these people anymore. I wasn't a real person. I was a character, a villain written into someone else's narrative. I deleted every social media account that night. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all gone. But even then, people found ways to drag me back in. Someone filmed me coming out of work and posted it with a caption "Cut the Sister Earl." The comments were laughing emojis. "She looks like she cries when people disagree with her. You can tell she's controlling just from her posture." Every move I made became part of a script I didn't write. And yet, deep down I missed her. Not the TikTok version of her. The girl who used to braid my hair before school, who'd fall asleep watching horror movies on my shoulder. So when she called again, 2 weeks before the documentary finale, I answered. She sounded calm this time. "I didn't mean for it to turn into this," she said. "I just wanted someone to understand." I didn't say anything. Then she said something that stuck in my head. "The thing is, I think we both wanted the same thing. You wanted to protect me. I wanted to be believed. And somehow that turned us into enemies." I almost cried, but I didn't. "Then stop," I said softly. "Stop fighting. Just stop." "I can't," she whispered. "It's bigger than me now." And I realized she was right. It wasn't her anymore. It was the story. The followers, the producers, the audience. They needed her pain like oxygen, and she had become addicted to giving it. After that, she stopped calling. The show aired its final episode last week. It ended with her saying, "Forgiveness isn't about peace. It's about freedom." I don't know if she was talking to me or to herself, but I haven't heard from her since. Mom says she moved to another city, started therapy again. She's quieter online. Maybe she's finally healing. Or maybe she's just writing the next story. As for me, I keep her letter in my desk drawer. Some nights I read it and wonder if I was the villain after all. Or maybe we both were. To people trying to tell our truths in a world that only listens when you scream. And that's the thing about truth. Once you post it, it doesn't belong to you anymore. It belongs to everyone watching.